Hello and welcome to pen spinning. This amazing hobby has probably thousands, if not tens of thousands of different named possible tricks. So how in the world should you know what trick to learn first? Don't worry, the answer is actually very simple. For centuries, pen spinners would always tell new spinners to learn the 4 fundamentals before anything else. These tricks are known as the charge, thumb round, finger pass, and sonic. Learn these in any order, except it will probably be better to learn the charge before the sonic. Before I show you how to learn these tricks, I'll tell you the secret to being actually good at spinning pens. This is to not rely on tutorials. Oh my gosh, how could you say such a thing in a pen spinning tutorial video? Let me explain. Most pen spinners who rely on verbal aid ultimately get used to being spoon-fed information. That when it comes down to learning other tricks and making linkages, which is what pen spinning is all about, they have no idea what to do and ultimately quit. This is because they haven't built up their fundamental skill of learning tricks, they only learned it. It's basically the same as downloading a basic skill into your brain. You skip the whole process of learning, and the most important skill in pen spinning by far is learning. So what's the best way to develop this skill? Watch videos and just try it. No, I'm serious, just try it. Now that you know the secret, let's put it into use for these 4 fundamentals. Notice every little detail of where the pen is placed, how the fingers move, and where the fingers are. In other words, just do it. Those 3 words perfectly sum up pen spinning at a high level. Using slow motion video and pausing a lot will be needed, even at a World Tournament level. Remember to pause the video, slow down the video, and copy it to the best of your ability. These tricks might take a while if it's your first time learning them. It took me actually a week to learn the thumb round, although I probably wasn't practicing enough, because in the end, that's what it comes down to. Practice, 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 until you can't practice anymore. Once you've learned your first few tricks, it's important to learn them in many different finger slots. This means if you learn the charge between your index and middle fingers, try learning them between your middle and ring fingers, and eventually ring and pinky. You can also do the same thing from the pinky with the sonic. Some more variations that are fundamental to learn are the reverses. This basically means it's the trick but played in reverse. Here are the reverses. They're slightly different to learn, but they have the same principles. By the way, don't feel like you have to master all of these now. There's still a lot to do before you need to master all of these. Once you have learned some of your reverses, it's important to learn the tricks with your palm facing down as well. This changes the trick a lot more than you might think. The fundamental ideas are the same, however. Now that you've learned all of your fundamentals and at least several different variations, it's time to move on to linkages. These are the heart of pen spinning, and once you learn some linkages, you'll basically be set from here to World Tournament level. It's all up to you now. Some great resources you can follow for learning linkages are number 1, Nine's methodical approach to linkages, number 2, my Spindy's weekly linkages, and number 3, Tiger's simple linkage series. The last one is mostly there because basically everyone knows about it, but most of the linkages are outdated, so the first 2 are probably your best bet for improving. If you want more resources for pen spinning linkages, tricks, and combos, feel free to check out my other videos. Thanks for watching, see you next time.